Hello, and welcome. Boy, do I got a good one for you guys today. We're gonna go into understanding AP and how to get more, to start with more AP into this guide. Let's jump right in. I have a media clip I want to show you. So in this battle right here, the characters I picked have a wide variety of units. I have monks, fighters, mages, red mages. I'm even fighting with an allied computer and against an enemy computer. I have a wide assortment of teams, and you'll notice that they all start with different varieties of AP. Some are starting with more than others. And why is that, And the answer to that is a lot easier than, you might have known if you don't know this. And the first thing is that mages, they'll start with 75% of their maximum total AP. So I tried to pick these people because, they had nice, easy numbers. Marjorie, maybe not so much. But Ayaka, right around the 100 mark, you'll see that she has about 75% of her AP. Now, someone that's very astute at math will be like, wait, that's not 75%. That's more like 76 or 78%. Very astute, and that's because I grabbed the +2 AP mark for her. Now, a red mage will have 50%. They're the only exception to the rule. You'll see that she's the only exception as a red mage. Now, these fighters that I'm a bit behind, they have 18%. And you can see Monte's nice, almost at 100. So 18%. I just call them fighters, but they could be anything from archers to gunners to monks. Basically anything that's not a mage will have 18% of their total. Nice and easy to understand, and this is true. It applies to enemies, and this also applies to any allies that you have as well. And it's very important that we understand this, because this is how we move on into our next step. And it's also really interesting because someone like Marjorie, who is a mage at start, can also learn a monk class, and so she can end up with a very high starting amount of AP for a monk, and use her monk abilities and have a way more starting ability of AP to use than someone like Zija. And so it's great to keep in mind that sometimes these almost harmless looking characters can be quite deadly if you change them into an attacking class, just because they start with more. And that's not to say that you should that they're better than a mage is better than a monk if you make them that way, because more likely someone that's this main monk will do more damage. But the fact that they'll have more utility in that starting AP is very good to know. So just to wrap up, here's the starting amounts. Mages will start with 75, red mages will have 50, they're the only exception, and everyone else will have 18%. Nice easy numbers right here I got for us, just to show you. Ayaka, remember, was the exception because I had a +2 starting AP rune. But how do we get more? More is what everyone wants, and so let's jump into this clip I have. And the first thing I want to show you, that my Zija right here, she only has 4 AP right here because I was fighting, and I can do store, and if you see when I use store, that brings me up to 14 AP. And so by using those moves that cost TP, they actually can gain you AP. So if you're looking for a way, if you're not really near someone, use those moves. Now, how much do they get you? I'm going to show you better illustrated by Marjorie. So when I use this light veil, this is going to give me 10 because I'm at 75, and you can see here that it's going to bring me to 85. Yet when I click cure, that's going to bring me to 81. And so you can see the amount is different, but so how much? And the equation is nice and easy too. You'll get half of the amount. So if I was to use light veil, I would get 10. And if I was to use cure, it would bring me up by 6. So using your TP abilities will give you the amount by half. You can also get AP depending on where you attack someone, but it won't show, unlike when you're using the TP moves, it won't show when you're attacking them. So let me not attack my own unit for now, but it does work. Just, a little caveat, you will get some TP by attacking your own units. well, I'm gonna better illustrate this with Zija. And while it's forwarding, I just want to tell you that when you hit someone from the front, you get 8. When you hit someone from the side, you'll get 14. And when you hit someone from the back, you get a whopping 20 AP from hitting them from the back. And you'll, like I said, I want to reiterate, see, it won't show you here, but if you hit someone from the front, you'll get 8. From the side, you'll get 14. And from the back, that's where you want to hit people. In this scenario, I can't hit him because he's too high for me. You'll get a whopping 20. Now, so I had 14 and I'm at 32. What gives? That's not 8. Well, that's because I destroyed that unit. And when you destroy a unit, you get additional. So here I have 78. I'm going to attack my own teammate, Monte. He's going to counterattack. Counterattacks will not give you anything, but look at that. I'm at 98 now. Remember, I was at 78. When you hit a character from the back, it gives you AP. And this is good to use with characters like this. Like if I was attacking someone with Regenerator, I could probably even heal my own units by attacking them and gain AP simultaneously. And I didn't move, so my turns will come up faster. Very important to know. Now, archers are very strange because look, I'm not really attacking them from the front, or am I? You know what I'm saying? Like this is kind of like a diagonal attack. If it's diagonal, it's going to give you the worst of the amounts. So I only gained 8. What? No, I gained 12 there, but why is that? Well, that's, if we rewind it just a little bit, that's because I gained a critical on him. And when let's see that again. When I gain a critical, that's another additional 4 you get. So when using archers, they'll take, if you're like at a diagonal and it could be considered the front or the side, they'll consider it the front. If it's the side or the back, they'll consider it the side. Whatever you get least of, that's what the archer will give you. So you have to make sure you're directly attacking someone from the back to get that 20 AP as an archer. But yeah, so also know that when you destroy someone, you get 4 additional AP. And when you get a critical, you get 4 additional AP. So that is very important. And now we can use this to our advantage when deciding what to do, how to move our units. So the AP gains amount right here, a nice little graphic for us, just to, you know, summarize. Front gives you 8, side is 14, back gives you 20. And if you're an archer, if you're just someone doing a move kind of in the middle, it will take the least one. So if a mage is kind of hitting, or like a gunner's kind of hitting from someone from the side, it's like a side front, it'll just count the front. If it's like a side back, it'll just count it as a side hit. That. And then there's some other ways to gain AP, and that was a critical hit, as we saw with the archer. That will give you an additional 4. Destroying the enemies, turning them into nice little crystals, that will give you an additional 4. And when you use TP, and that formula is half of your TP, and that is the amount of AP you are going to gain. So with that, that's really all I have for you guys. So if we wanted to also increase your units, remember to make good use of these tech trees. Anything that's going to increase your AP there, or certain weapons and things that you want to equip that raises your AP, that's also going to raise your starting AP. And like I said, you can use this to your advantage. Countless abilities like changing those white mages into, well, Ayaka's a bad example here, but ones like Majari, who can change into a monk. You can catch people in surprise with a monk that suddenly has more than 100 AP. That's very leveled up, considering someone that has to build up their AP, like a Zija. And that works very good for PvE content too, but diving into and understanding the AP is hopefully something I taught you guys, and hopefully you guys learned something from it. I'm gonna have more videos for you guys. Like and subscribe if you like this stuff. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.